Okay.
I can't look, it's too bright.
Don't look at the light. I feel like sometimes we make decisions in order to save money or make money, and they don't work out quite the way we thought they would. So we each have a list.
Wrong. It's a list.
Of things that we've done in the past.
Yeah.
And if we would go back and do them again, and what we think about them here, hindsight's 2020. Okay, do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go first.
Okay, one of the ones I thought of was working at Boy Scout camp to make extra dollar bills because we had no money. You were a school teacher.
Yep.
Which, I mean, enough said. And we had summers off. So we went and worked at a Boy Scout camp just outside of Yellowstone National Park for 4 years. It was an adventure to say the least.
It was only like 6 weeks each summer. 6, 7 weeks.
If you, maybe 7 if you included like staff week and then like cleanup.
Oh yeah, that's true.
At the end. So 7-ish weeks. We had to go to camp school and be certified a few times for different things. I was aquatics director for several years. And then I was camp commissioner, and then you were?
High adventure director, and program director, and camp director.
Yes. We had kids the whole time, starting with Haley at 9 months old, and then worked our way up to Tyler being a newborn. Like,
The last year we had 3 kids, Tyler as a newborn.
we went and moved in when he was 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
So it was a little nuts, like looking back on it. And it was really hard sometimes. I would 100% do it again.
And I don't remember what we made.
Okay, I do kind of remember what we made. So lodging and food was included.
Right, so we didn't pay for any of that.
So didn't have to pay for that. The first year, I don't remember that well, but I want to say I made $250 a week.
I want to say I made $350 a week.
So combined, we were looking at like $600 a week for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Ish. So for us, that was amazing. It was life-changing money.
I would absolutely do it again. I don't even care how much money it made. I would do it again. It was so much fun to be in the woods all the time.
Yeah, it was.
We had Wednesdays, like Wednesday half day and most of Saturday.
Was off.
Towards the last few years, we learned that we should go out and go to Yellowstone, go hiking, do something together as a family.
And we did. And if you want to see some of our favorite Yellowstone hikes, Dave made a whole video on it. I'll leave it below.
With a lot of pictures from those times.
Yeah.
I'll talk about changing the brakes in the car. Because this one goes both ways. I have changed the brakes in almost every car that we've ever owned.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've even changed the rotors. They're not difficult to change if everything goes as planned.
That's the key.
One time in North Carolina, the brake caliper completely like exploded in my hand while doing it. I had to go rent a tool.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
The tool got stuck.
That was a disaster.
I had to replace the entire caliper. Like it just ballooned into way more than I bargained for.
That was not fun at all because I don't know how to do any of this stuff. So like he's frustrated and I'm like, I can't help it all.
And then the second time in Texas, or sorry, in Idaho.
It was here.
We bought a truck that had been in Canada. When I got everything off, when I got the tires off, I didn't get the tires off. The tire was rusted to the wheel. Like it was a mess. I couldn't even get the tire off.
It was rusted into this ball of rust and it would
I was hitting it with sledgehammers. My friends came over with all sorts of like lubricant sprays. It took like 3 of us 2 hours to get the wheel off.
Changing your own brakes. Yay or nay?
I would do it again because I like to teach my boys how to do it.
You would do it again.
I think they need to know how their car works.
I agree with that. But that being said, I would say stop when it's not working.
Go call a friend.
And call a friend. Phone a friend.
Can I phone a friend?
I have been known to phone a friend too late.
Yes, and as the intelligent, better looking spouse.
Did you say more intelligent?
I just said intelligent. I've suggested the phone a friend much earlier.
Yeah.
And you do not want to do that.
No, I don't typically.
But it's so helpful.
I don't like to admit defeat.
But it's not defeat. Just be like, hey, I'm changing my brakes. Can you come over and give me a second set of eyes? Like, it's just having an outside pair of eyes helps a lot. I think it's fine. Do it again. Call a friend earlier.
Yeah. Long story short, sometimes those things work out in your favor. Sometimes they don't. The one thing I've learned is having the right tool for the job has made all the difference.
That matters so much.
So that's actually my number 2.
This is the story. I hear this story all the freaking time. It's gonna take 10 minutes. That's the story Dave gives me. He's like, I've looked it up, I've watched the videos,
Stop it.
It's gonna take 10 minutes.
In all fairness, it does take 10 minutes sometimes.
Most of the time, it does
50% of the time.
It does not take 10 minutes. So when I hear it's only gonna take 5 minutes, I run screaming from the house. No! We were very broke when we were first married. Do you remember what we lived on per month?
$600?
$600 a month.
Yeah.
Is what we lived on for like the first 2 years. Glorious family members donated some older furniture. So we could have furniture, we didn't have to go buy furniture. Way back then, they didn't have Craigslist. The internet barely existed. Like, internet was not in your house. There was no Facebook Marketplace. So we were gifted a queen mattress. It was awful.
It was terrible.
It was so uncomfortable. I don't know why. Why was it so uncomfortable?
To this day, I don't know why. It was just a miserable, like, what was it, 2-3 months?
Yeah, it was like 3 months of just like, oh, I'm 25. Like, my back should not hurt like this, right? I don't know what it was. It was awful. We were not sleeping well. You were not sleeping well. We saved for months to invest in that first nice mattress, like months and months and months. And it was life-changing. Now, we have a Helix mattress. I would say, would you invest in a mattress?
Hands down.
Hands down, would invest in a mattress.
You spend so much time on that thing. And if you're miserable, it affects everything.
I know. So our Helix mattress now, I like it because it comes right to your door. Do you remember how hard it was to buy a mattress in the old days? Yeah, you don't have to do that anymore. It comes rolled up in a box. They deliver it to your door. You bring it in, plop it on your frame, zip open the thing, and it inflates in like 30 minutes or less.
Yeah.
It was so fast. To pick the right mattress, they do have this like online quiz. Do you remember?
Back sleeper.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm the side sleeper. Back sleeper, side sleeper. So you type it into the quiz and then they recommend a mattress for you. Ours is the Moonlight Luxe.
It's fantastic. Yeah, it's been a year.
It's been a year since we've had it.
No complaints. I don't, like, when you don't notice your mattress, you know you've got a good mattress.
That's the truth.
You know what I notice it the most? Is when I'm not sleeping on it.
Anytime I sleep on a different mattress, that's when I notice.
When I go on a business trip or I go camping or something, I'm like, I just want my mattress back.
Right, right. They have a more budget line. They have a more luxe line depending on your budget needs, and they do financing options if you need that. This is my favorite part about it. Legit my favorite part, because it's scary to order something like this online that you're like gonna sleep on and it's expensive. 100-night free trial.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So if you don't like it, they come pick it up and give you your money back. So if you want to try a Helix mattress, you can go to the first link down below. It's helixsleep.com/frugalfitmom, and you can get up to $200 off your mattress, plus
2 free pillows.
I love those pillows. Thank you, Helix, for sponsoring today's video.
This is going back to those same days when we were making very little money.
Okay.
We got was it washer and dryer for free? It was, they were saved, we were students here, and they were saved on a farm field way up, and they were actually stored outside.
They were sitting in the middle of the farm field.
I fixed that washer and dryer. In fact, I may have actually had to throw the washer away.
Yeah, maybe so.
But I fixed the dryer. It needed a new element. I cleaned the whole thing out by hand, blew it out, got it all done, and I think I sold it for like $50. We did use it for a while, and then we sold it for $50.
We did. I would do that again. Because I didn't have to do anything. You did it. It was free. Okay, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
It was right after we bought our first house.
Mm-hmm.
And we had some canned goods. I think I got them from my mom. You know, like number 10 canned of long-term food storage stuff. One of them was like an alphabet soup. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm just gonna make soup with this like alphabet soup mix that I have. I don't even know what I added to it. Water. Like, it's just like a base, a soup base, and you add water to it. Maybe a carrot and an onion. Like, it was nothing. It was so gross. You bless your heart.
I ate that.
Dave ate it and I would not touch it.
I didn't say a thing.
I took a bite and I threw it down the drain and I was like, I cannot. I cannot. I will eat toast for dinner.
When you did that, by the way, I thought that was the biggest win for me because I didn't say anything and I was like, man, I got through that.
I didn't.
And she's the one that threw it away. Like, oh yeah, I can do anything.
Would not do again.
Full disclaimer, most of your meals are phenomenal, but that one was like
awful.
Out there.
That was awful.
Other jobs that we've done to earn extra money.
Oh, I've got one I wouldn't do again.
Mine was the carpet cleaning job all summer.
That's what I was gonna say, the carpet cleaning job, no way.
I clean carpets at night, taught school during the day, clean carpets by night. It was like I was carpet cleaning Superman.
So bad.
Batman? Anyway, I worked for a friend of mine, and bless his heart, I think he was doing the best he could, but when I calculated my hours, from the time I got to his house to the time I got back to his house, I would earn like $6 an hour.
And it was driving all over. You were cleaning poop
It was awful.
out of carpets. It was summer in Texas. It was hot. It was gross.
Sitting over top of a steam machine in the summer of Texas. I literally could have done anything else. And would have earned more money.
Yeah, would not recommend. That was so bad.
Yep. Extreme couponing.
I was one of those extreme couponers that you saw on the TLC show. I was one of those. They never did an episode on me.
Nope. But you came home with so many awesome things. We had never seen excess in our house ever until you did this.
That's true. That's true.
And all of a sudden we had like razors and deodorant and toothpaste sitting around extra as storage. And we even had so much extra we gave it away.
We gave it away. We sold it at garage sales, made extra money to pay off student loans. Here's where it got kickstarted. I was on the Baby Center website, online forums for moms with young kids. And they'd be like, I got free deodorant. And I was like, what are they saying? Anytime we ran out of deodorant or toothpaste, it would cause panic in my heart that I would have to go and spend money on those things. It truly was a crisis situation. And so I said I was gonna figure out how to do it. And it took a really long time because this was before blogs. There were no blogs that taught you how to do this. There was no YouTube that taught you how to do this. And I had a lot of trial and error. And what a high when I came home with diapers and bottles and razors and free Propel for nothing. It was the best thing ever. That couponing changed my life. Would do again.
Yeah.
100% would do again. Dave enjoys golfing, okay? And you can do it for fairly inexpensive. Getting the gear is kind of expensive, and your course selection matters as well. But there are cheap courses out there. So he had a pair of golf clubs from a teenager from Kmart? What was this?
I bought them when I was 15 at Kmart.
At Kmart golf clubs. And the grips were falling apart. So he's like, okay, well, I need to have new grips on my golf clubs. How much were the grips?
Like $30.
$30. And he's like, I can totally do this
A whole
myself.
kit. Sorry, it was a whole kit to regrip all your clubs for $30.
Okay, so that was a pretty good deal, even though at the time it was expensive for us to spend it on something fun. But what I will say about your father is that he has really instilled this confidence in you in being able to do anything. Sometimes misguided.
Fix anything.
Yeah, fix anything.
Yeah, I told him multiple times. He's given me the confidence with none of the know-how.
So he buys the kit for $30, thinking, like we mentioned earlier, this is a 10-minute fix. This is where the like DIY PTSD started for me. Was this experience?
Listen, we had friends, Sven. You can do it yourself, no problem. There's all sorts of videos on how to do it.
That
does not work. Okay, here's a really dumb thing. Like a year or two after that, I went and had my clubs regripped professionally.
No, I thought you did it then.
Or maybe it was right then.
It was right then.
But you know how much it was?
Barely over the cost of doing it yourself. It was cheap.
It was pretty cheap. Like, I can't believe I was suckered into that one. It was worth every penny to have somebody else do it.
I thought those golf clubs were going to end up through a window.
I almost snapped one over my knee. I was so mad.
I think I left. I think I got in the car and drove away. Because I was like, I will have no part of this.
Things were going to go through walls if it had lasted any longer.
Regripping your own golf clubs?
Not worth it.
Not worth it. Do not recommend.
I just posted this video not long ago. Free treadmill.
Free treadmill off the Facebook Marketplace.
I took a huge gamble on this one.
Yeah.
The guy he got it free from somebody else that also couldn't get it fixed.
Yeah, because it's broken. It didn't
So
work.
like two guys couldn't get it fixed. I'm thinking for sure I'm going to fall victim to the same fate.
I like that you did this when I was out of town.
Yeah.
He did this whole thing with me gone.
I didn't tell you about it at all.
You learned your lesson. That's what it is.
I'm not telling you about these anymore. We did figure out a way to get it to work. I mean, it's still in the basement. We use it all the time.
It was a software issue. So
Yep.
we found a bypass
Yep.
to fix it, and it totally works. Like, what are
Okay.
the odds?
Now, the question is, would I do it again?
Probably not.
I don't know.
I think we got really lucky.
I think there was a lot of luck in that one. There was not a lot of skill. There was a lot of luck.
I don't think I could recommend this one, but if you're really handy and you're looking for a project because your wife is out of town and can't yell at you.
There are people all over the place that give away things for free that they cannot figure out how to fix.
Yes, all the time for the things they just don't want to mess with.
Yes.
So if you're handsy and a little bit patient, I would say probably go for it, but you also might be taking a trip to the dump. This is, I'm going to say, a controversial topic, not on my channel, but to some people. Buying and using clearanced out food and food past the sell-by date. I've done this a lot in this video. I need to stop that right now.
There are some people who are really, really picky about the sell-by date.
Some people are super picky about it, and I've discussed this in my videos before. The FDA specifically talks about the sell-by date, the best if used by date, best before date, okay? So I will leave a link below if you wanna go check those out at your leisure. Would I continue to purchase clearanced out food that's close to the expiration date, like meat, salads, things like that? Yes, because you just use your eyes. If it looks fine and it smells fine, like there's no brown slime inside the salad bag, you are fine.
There are some times that it doesn't always work out, right? There's some bars and things that are wrapped in packaging that you can't see or smell what's inside. I usually look to see how close the sell-by date is on anything with nuts.
Yes.
If it's close,
Yes.
I might be okay. If it's well past, I'm
No,
out.
I'm gonna pass if it's got any kind of nut inside of it. But would do again.
Most of our lives, we have gotten our furniture used. We've gotten some crazy good deals. We've gotten some crazy uncomfortable furniture.
Are you talking about the cat hair couches?
Oh, yes.
You weren't talking about the cat hair couches.
I forgot about that one.
Oh, I will never forget that.
Okay, we got this mission style furniture set from a coworker that, man, this was a huge blessing in
This
our lives.
was such a big deal to us because it was free.
We had nothing.
No, we didn't have anything.
We had just graduated college. Anyway, this lady had I don't know how many cats in her
She had
house.
3 cats and 2 dogs living in the house.
It was like covered in cat hair,
Cat vomit,
pee.
pee.
We cleaned that couch set for a week.
It took a week.
Like
Countless bottles of
the lint
Febreze.
tape rollers, the bottles of Febreze.
The wood cleaners.
the wo-
And we used that set for years.
We had that set for probably 8 years.
A lot, at least 5.
Yeah.
A long time.
But we've had others like IKEA. We had was it an IKEA couch?
The couch, I didn't love the IKEA couch.
I didn't either.
No, that was no good.
Not comfortable.
No, I didn't like that one.
But have we ever like totally lost money on a used set of furniture?
Never. Not ever.
It almost always sells for about what we get it
For the same. That red couch we bought it for $350 off of Craigslist, used it for 5 years, and sold it for $250.
You can't say that about brand new furniture. I'm
No,
sorry.
you cannot. You buy brand new furniture and you try and sell it, it's worth half.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of used furniture, as long as you're careful and selective.
Yeah.
Have done, will do again. We have always purchased used cars. My car that I'm driving right now is a 2012 Honda Pilot. I bought it with 130,000 miles on it.
What do you have now, about 145?
I'm like 145 right now. I would drive that car across the country tomorrow.
Suburban is also a 2012 with like 170,000 miles.
Would you drive that across the country tomorrow?
Absolutely.
If you buy the right car and you do routine maintenance, any car that has that many miles needs like some new tires and probably some new brakes, maybe some new fuses, like basic stuff like that that just wear out over time. But I have spent so little in maintenance on these vehicles that I would recommend this type of stuff to basically anybody. The only car brand that we have had issues with are all of the Fords.
We have had big issues with Ford.
Every Ford vehicle we ever owned had major issues before it hit 100,000 miles.
In all fairness, those issues were all fixable.
Yes.
And they got the car back on the road, no problem.
Yes,
but
they
they
did.
just cost a lot of money to fix.
And they just kept coming up. Like every couple months it was something else and something else and something else. And I have not had that experience with a Toyota or a Honda or a Chevy.
Yeah.
I want to talk about clothes because it's something that you've done. Like we go to Ross and you're like, okay, there's these exercise shorts for $10. They're okay. They'll get the job done. And you buy them.
Yep.
Because they will get the job done.
And then in a year, I need another set, another pair, or something. Like, I don't quite like them. They don't quite fit right, blah, blah, blah.
And yeah, you don't like them.
I just end up with more and more stuff I don't like.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. You keep looking for something and you buy it because it's cheap, but you still don't ever like it.
And do you know how many times I end up going to Ross to try to find something that fits? I can never find anything that fits me.
I bought Dave a pair of Lululemon gym shorts.
Yeah.
Like running, are they running shorts or gym shorts?
They're gym shorts.
They are stupid expensive, guys. I think it was Father's Day a year ago. And I was like, I'm just gonna get something that's really, really nice. So I bought a pair and I gave them to you. And if they're clean, you will pick those every time.
I will. I love them.
They're the best. And yeah, there's only one versus 5 of the ones you don't like. But they're better. They are better.
Yep.
They last longer, they work better, they're more comfortable, they stretch. In my opinion, that is worth it.
Fewer items of clothes, get the ones you want and fit you better.
Would spend a little extra on clothes. When we do road trips, we pack our own food for breakfasts, lunches for the car.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on that?
We spend a lot of time getting ready.
It is more work and it is more prep, but it is cheaper and tastes better and is healthier, and I feel better. Like when you eat a fast food burger, you don't feel good.
No.
Doing your own food, I think that's worth it.
Hotel.
Oh, I know what you're doing. I know. Okay.
Okay, Haley had a softball tournament. I found the cheapest hotel I could. Christine, you couldn't come for some reason.
I thought you were going to talk about the one we stayed at going to Coeur d'Alene.
Oh, I didn't mind that one.
That was horrible. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that first one. Oh, that one was bad too.
That was so bad.
I forgot about that one. Tournament in Boise, softball tournament in Boise. You couldn't come.
Yeah.
So it was just me and the kids. I booked the hotel. I found a Super 8 next to the airport.
A Super 8?
A Super 8.
For
Motel
like
6.
$45.
For like, yeah, 50, 60 bucks.
Yeah.
I should have walked out. I should have checked out, walked out right then.
Yeah.
There was drug paraphernalia. There
I
was.
didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it smelled to high heaven. There
Haley
were
said
sketchy
there were-
people all over the place.
Haley said there were roaches in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was so bad that I was like, Haley, bring your softball bats in from the car. I need to have something to protect our family with.
Whoa.
It was awful. Yeah, never again.
Okay, the one, for some reason, after that experience, we still did another cheap hotel.
I learned my lesson the first time.
We learned it this time. I booked a hotel, like a $50 hotel in Missoula, Montana, for all 6 of us, 1 room. And it smelled so bad.
It
It's
was
like dirty diapers.
Everything was dirty, dude.
We tried to open the window to air it out. Visible stains, like
on every piece of furniture,
on-
all the carpet.
I was like, don't sit on the chair, don't sit on the floor, don't touch that bedspread. It was disgusting. And I wouldn't say I'm like as picky as my mom or anything. It was legit disgusting.
Dude, the reviews on Google were mixed. There were some people
They
that said it
were.
was phenomenal. I was like, what? Those people did not stay in the room we got.
No, they were not in the room we were in. That experience for me, probably combined with yours, I do not do $50 hotel rooms anymore. Mm-hmm. Here's the point. Frugal doesn't equal cheap. It doesn't equal price. Frugal is about the value that your money gives you. Being a cheapskate for the sake of being a cheapskate is not worth it to me.
It doesn't pay off.
It does.
Sometimes it does not pay off.
Sometimes it does not pay off, and sometimes spending some money because the value is high is what being frugal is all about.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the point. If you have other things that you think are great frugal habits that we didn't talk about, let us know down in the comments so people can get other ideas on ways they can save money and have high value for their dollar. You know what's definitely going to give them high value? A Helix mattress.
For sure.
Yeah, first link in the doobly-doo, helixsleep.com/frugalfitmom for up to $200 off plus 2 free pillows. I don't think you can go wrong with that. It's Christine and Dave. We out.
I don't know what I'm putting that for.
Okay, well I know what I'm going to say.
I can't talk.
Okay,
Go.
I can't talk either. Okay, do you want it? What are you doing with your face? What is the meaning of your face?